There we go. Alright, Shalom. I want to start off this video by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh, Bahashim, Rakakodash, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and grace and peace to you elect around the four winds, believing and pushing this truth in all sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. This is your fellow servant, Rokoyer from the GMS Orlando camp, coming at you another impromptu lesson. Had some technical difficulties earlier, but Satan can't stop it from coming out. But as you can tell from the title of this lesson, all right, we're constantly being watched. All right, the eyes are constantly upon us. All right, us are the hopefully elect, whether it be physically, spiritually. All right, the eyes are constantly upon us. All right, the eyes of men, the eyes of Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right, the eyes of the angels. All right, we're constantly being watched. And with that being said, it's important for us, so the hopefully elect, to remain integral and to constantly walk within our integrity, within the integrity of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. And tonight's lesson is inspired from something that transpired at the workplace today. Just to make a long story short, man. There's a Jake that I work with. Now, I work with a lot of good old boys, Edomites. And there's very few Jakes that I work with. Probably you count them on two hands. And, taking it back probably like a year ago, I met this Jake. And interestingly enough, he tried to convert me to the truth. When I first met him, he was listening to a conversation that me and another Jake at the job were having, and he came up to me afterward, and he asked me, he was like, "Man, what do you be on? Like, what you do outside of this? I see you're a pretty poised young man. You got your head on your shoulders. You're not like, the rest of the people your age." And I just told him simple. I just stayed to myself. And when I said that, he said, recently I've been in the Bible, reading the Bible a lot, and I've been finding out that we the Israelites, man. You should look into it. And when he first said that, I was low-key, I was shocked. I was like, oh shit. But I told him, I know. I told him I know. Matter of fact, I teach. And he was like, "Oh shit! No wonder you, no wonder you carry yourself, with a certain way." Fast forwarding to today, and excuse the wind. Fast forwarding to today, I saw him again, which I only see this Jake probably once every 3 months. But I seen him again today, and he came up to me while I was amongst, good old boys, Esau. He pulled me to the side. He's like, "Hey, man, how do you keep yourself so poised around these devils? Like, man, I be wanting to go off. I be wanting to spaz. I couldn't be around them all day like that. I can't. I don't see how you do it. I don't see how you keep your composure. And through the spirit, that sparked the inspiration for tonight's lesson. Because no matter what the situation, we're always supposed to walk in integrity. All right, I got the definition of integrity here from the Etymology Online. And it says innocence, blamelessness, chastity, purity, soundness, wholeness, completeness, blamelessness. We as the hopefully elect, we're supposed to present ourselves like Yahweh Shai. All right, blameless. All right, before the eyes of men. On the streets, we're boisterous, we're bold, as we ought to be, preaching the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, because there's no other way to preach the word. Even in our personal lives, we may be bold, but there's a certain salt that we use, with maneuvering in this life. Like the Lord told us to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. We're boisterous and bold and and very lively. All right, when it comes to camp day, when it comes to preaching the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, even on these epistles, you know. But as we move and maneuver through this world, there's a certain level of salt that we utilize, you know, from the things that we glean from the scriptures. You know, there's a lot of wisdom that we learn every single day, you know, from the Bible that we are able to implement in our personal lives so that we're able to present ourselves blameless, you know, before the eyes of these people. You know, and ultimately the light of Yahweh Shai is supposed to be seen through us, like it says in Matthew the 5th chapter. All right, men are supposed to see your light and ask, ask, damn, they're supposed to see, you know, us walking in the light of Yahweh Shai and give glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you know, and ask and inquire, damn, what makes you like that? You know, why you walk like that? You know, why you to yourself? You know, you don't necessarily have to give them the answer all the time, you know, but you know the reason why. You know, it's because the Lord told us to walk this way. You know, we're supposed to walk in our integrity. This is integrity from the etymology online. Again, it says innocence, blamelessness, chastity, purity, soundness, wholeness, completeness, purity, correctness, blamelessness. All right. And as it stands for us at Hopefully Elect, man, we're supposed to walk as blameless as possible. You know, spiritually and as much as possible physically in this world, man. All right, the eyes are always on us, man. We're constantly being watched. There's not a moment where we're not being watched. You know, the eyes in the heavens are watching us constantly. You know, the Lord has his eyes upon us all day, every day. You know, constantly watching us. You know, looking after brothers and looking after what answer we're going to give, you know, when the Lord demands of us. You know, we're constantly being watched in the heavens spiritually. Physically, you know, in the carnal sense, we're always being watched as well. You know, seeing that we've entered into this ministry, all right, which is treasonous against this world. You know, we have the eyes of these different agents on us. We have the eyes of the government on us. All right, we have the eyes, essentially, bros, we got the eyes of the world on us right now. All right, the Hebrew Israelite movement. Hey, shalom up. The Hebrew Israelite movement is one of the biggest movements today that there is today. You know, the eyes of the world are upon us, man, and everybody's seeing and watching. You know, for what's going to happen next. You know, through the Spirit, we already know. Hey, the Lord gonna take care of His, and He's gonna perform the words. All right, that have been written aforetime. But I just have a couple of precepts, man, that I want to get into. Lord willing to edify unto you, elect, man. This is Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 3. It says, "The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them." All right, and the integrity of the upright, essentially, integrity is a part of our guiding light. You know, as we walk in integrity, all right, it guides us toward the right path. We walk in that blamelessness, that wholeness, that completeness. All right, we're trained on the righteous path, man. It's hard to veer off when you walk in integrity. It's hard to veer off. It's harder to veer off. I'll say that. It's harder to veer off when you walk in integrity. You know, because it's constantly in your spirit, constantly on your mind. Oh, that ain't right. You know, the Lord ain't gonna like that. You know, and it comes to the point where you like, man, the Lord is gonna destroy me. The Lord is gonna destroy me if I move this way. And on top of that, you know, I like to ask myself this question a lot. You know, would your forefathers be proud of the man that you're becoming through the Spirit? You know, would your forefathers be proud of the man that you're becoming? The type of man that you are? Because our forefathers were very integral. They walked in the highest integrity, going into our righteous forefathers. King David, you know, King Solomon, Obadiah, Paul, Peter, John, Jeremiah. Our forefathers walked. Elijah, Elisha. Our forefathers walked in the utmost integrity, man, through the Spirit of the Lord. You know, and we got some heavy shoes to fill, man. But it's not impossible. You know, as long as we walk with integrity. This is Proverbs 19:1. Better is the poor that walketh in his integrity than he that is perverse in his lips and is a fool. You know, and it's integrity is one of the treasures that's been bestowed upon us through this truth. You know, the scriptures speak about us having this treasure in earthen vessels in the book of 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter, and the 7th verse, starting at the 7th verse. You know, and this, a part of the treasures that have been bestowed upon us is the integrity. The integrity of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Because integrity is a part of our guiding light. It's a part of what keeps us blameless, whole, complete, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. I want to get this last one, then I'll close it out. This is Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. All right, and now, more so than ever, is the time to be walking circumspectly. You know, speaking to you brothers, man, you know, you came out there on the front lines. Even you know, to those of you who aren't on the front lines, you know, who just maybe, you know, believers, watchers, you know, to you Akwaf as well, you few sisters, man. Now, more so than ever, is the time to be walking in integrity and walking circumspectly, you know, because the days are evil. All right, persecution is arising. All right, the demonization of the Lord's men is coming up, you know. So now, more so than ever, it's more so important for us now to be walking in the integrity of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, because shit is coming down the pipeline, man. You know, and we want to be found blameless and whole, complete, just like our Lord. You know, and if it wasn't possible, the Lord wouldn't have gave us the mission. All right, it's possible. The Lord gave us the mission because it's possible. All right, to walk in our integrity. Always keep in mind, man, eyes are on you. Hey, that's why when you walk into the goddamn gas station, motherfuckers be looking at you, just staring. It's something spiritual behind that, man. You know, something spiritual. They see subconsciously. They see the light. You know, they see there's something different about you. You know, you don't walk like a base Negro. You know, you don't walk like the average nigga in this world, man. You have some poise and some grace about you. There's a reason why when you walk into Walmart, you know, all eyes on you. And it seems like they just can't figure out what the fuck they looking at you for. It's because spiritually, man, they see the integrity. You know, they see the light of Yahushai. You know, we're supposed to keep it that way and cultivate that light, man. But with that being said, you know, Lord, when this is edifying unto you elect, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Ruach and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Grace and peace to you elect around the four winds, believing and pushing this truth in all sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. Shalom. Stay up.